to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
Mahomes going to throw. Steps away to his left. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Oh, some strong running, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Mahomes now on first down, out to his left.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They go play fake. Mahomes able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Now Mahomes. Now he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here's Peyton up the middle. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They run with Perry. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now Perry.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Perry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Buying time to his left.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And again, it's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. We saw this in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Tyreek Hill, 33 yards.
And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Coup for the extra point.
And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a running play here with Lamb.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And quickly, they get to the line. Now here's Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Perry, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. That is caught. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll send a tight end in motion right. On the give, here comes Peyton. Powering his way forward. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong. I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a give, it's Peyton. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going deep here for Allen.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked off on a great one, Darrelle Revis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime, Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And going deep for Hill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it's certainly...
Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
He's got them out now to a three-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and depth.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And some room to run now. The race is on. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
2nd and 10.
43. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up on a great one, Darrelle Revis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That right there, Charles, is your exclamation mark. They already had the nice lead on their way to a victory, but one final touchdown here to widen the margin late in the 4th quarter.
Let's make it pretty simple. When you can seemingly score at will, why wouldn't you take advantage of being in that zone and getting one more to cap off this game?
They're going to keep it on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. And now here's another interception. And they are going to take over right there at the 20.